Happy 2026. So, we're finally back. That's right. Street Swift is back. Guess what got here? We saw the Civic. So, last time we uploaded was about a year or so ago. Probably around the time of the car accident where I thought this car was going to be totaled and kaput. But it wasn't, thank God. So, I kept a lot of stuff. As well as, you guys remember, the front bumper was black. I told you guys that I was painted the day. I got painted the day before the accident. And here it is. It's still broken because, you know, it's got a little gash over here and over here. But guess what? It's still here with us. That's the main point, my main idea. So, I'm going to update you guys on what I haven't shown you guys and what we have planned for 2026, because hopefully this year we're uploading way more. Now, how is that going to work? I don't know. Will I really upload more? Hopefully. Is this a guarantee? I'm going to try. So anyways, it's broken, like I said, buttons go up. You're just wondering how am I going to fix it? Not anytime soon, because it's zip tied. Let me show you. So let me give you a little walk around, right? Like I said, bumper gaps, but you know, your car can never be, oh, and the bumper's cracked. So you know what that means, FD2 eventually. So anyways, I mean, right here, everything looks good. Until you come over here, and then it's sagging like some my bad, let me not do that here. Anyways, so how's it staying up, you might ask? You might be wondering. Because we zip tied it. The power of zip ties are unbelievable. Because damn, this thing's on. And of course, on the other side, we have another one right here. And this all thanks to Gaddis. And Gaddis gave the idea, and they got us working right. So, back to the car. I don't know if I posted it. Oh, I didn't. The car's lowered now. Yeah, we're low. Look at this side. Look at the fitment. Hello, baby. So, yeah. Oh my God, I forgot to address. We got tint. We have tint. You guys didn't see the car with tint. Now we do. Now, if you guys want to see most of the mods and most of the videos we have are uploaded on the TikTok and the Instagram. But yeah, so, oh yeah, clears. And then I think I showed y'all. Oh, I didn't get to show y'all. We also have chrome taillights now. Chrome taillights were, oh, and an exhaust. Oh my God, there's so much I haven't shown. We have an exhaust, chrome taillights, tint, and we're low. Last week I saw the car. It was still stock, I think. Yeah, it was still stock, I'm pretty sure. But look at us now. And here we are. Here are all the parts that we got currently for the Civic. Alright guys, so let's get into it. First things first. What's in here? So everyone knows I want an FD2. Just to get right to one of the big boxes. Everyone knows I want an FD2. My main goal is to one day FD2 swap the car. So I said, why not start with that? There's a cheap part I could get straight from Japan. OEM Honda. Straight from Japan. We have the FD2 push to start kit. Come on. Everyone wants the OEM Honda straight for an FD2 Type R. Now, is my car a Type R? No. It's an FA1. It's a base model. RE. So like I said, genuine FD2 Type R push start kit and push start bezel. You see that? I don't got one of those. We will see about that later though. It even comes with the wiring for such. Now, y'all want to know where I can get this? Wiring Solutions. I'll put the link down below. But yeah, so Wiring Solutions, I'll drop down the link below so you can copy one, because I know you want one. This fits for the Civic Si, the base models, and even if you actually do have an OEM type bar, which I doubt. Anyways, got the groove lights, because you know, Fast and Furious. I understand, it's corny, it's tacky. And then I have ambient lighting. I have the whole kit here. This is acrylic ambient lighting, so it's not one of those cheap, crappy, it looks bad at night type of ones. These are like the actual quality ones that many companies use, and they look good during the day too. So yeah, I got the mother load over here. First things first, I want to say thank you to my friends Mason and Kaylee. I love you guys. This is one of the best birthday gifts I got, and I thank them for supporting me and for helping me get one of the things I wanted forever. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Kaylee and Mason, they got me a carbon fiber steering wheel. Look at this. Red stripe, full carbon fiber with a leather side profile. It's wrong with this. I love them so much for getting me one of the things I was really hoping to get in the future. Thank you guys so much. The R18A1, because it's an underrated platform, and it's underrated because it came out at a time where you already had the D series, which was the lowball platform you could cheap out on, get a D series, build a D series for cheap. Then you had the B series, which at the time the R18 came out, the B series would have been the middle price because it was old, and the K series was the high price because it was brand new. So this is just a, how I would say it. Imagine if the D series had a child, and that's what the R series is. So, same thing as the D, less prone for boosting and stuff like that, but you can still boost them. So, what do I have here? Well, I'm gonna go with the little stuff. Of course, I have an oil filter. I have high gasket maker. This you just put on top of the gasket, because a lot of the gaskets for this might look a little cheap, a little flimsy. This is just a little protector, you know, just a little more safety precaution. I got some oil lines. That's right, I got some braided stainless steel oil lines for the oil, as well as the oil drain. All the oil drain stuff is also in this kit. Got off Amazon for $40 because it's $40 worth of stuff. You don't need $100 worth of oil line stuff. You just need 40. Then I have the IMUSA Racing. I have manifold and downpipe. This is the manifold and downpipe kit. These are cast iron. Here's the manifold. It's cast iron. This is for a T25 turbo. You can put any T25 turbo on this one, but just for easy accessibility, I got a TV25 from the same company. But eventually, I would like to move on to a Garrett, same style, but this is a T25 manifold flange. In most cases, people will mount this up with a TB25 turbo. Please don't forget to get a TB25 if you're doing this on a low budget. But even then, you can get a T25 style turbo, which is just a Garrett turbo. It's the GT28 something R, I'm pretty sure, which I will be moving up to eventually. But for now, I am sticking with the IMUSA, the eBay turbo, because that's what you have to do. Anyways. Now, turbo blows up, I just go straight to Garrett. Then, boom, here's the downpipe. The downpipe is pretty skinny. You can fit this in most places, and it should. And I've seen people build turbo kits using these types of using this Imusa racing manifold and downpipe. You should still be able to keep AC with the car. I'm pretty sure that, like with the manifold, it moves a little to the right, thus giving it some space for this downpipe. You should be able to keep AC to use it, and yeah, for the most part, you should have AC. And if you don't, I guess that sucks. You can find a replacement, or you can create, or in the other case, get a Kinugawa manifold, which moves it all the way to the right. And that gives you space enough to use a 3-inch V-band downpipe for any universal turbo. So yeah, my plan is to do that. Worst case scenario, if I can't keep AC, get a Kinugawa, move it to the right, and get a 3-inch downpipe, because might as well go bigger turbo at that point. But yeah, so here are the manifold and downpipe gaskets. These are metal gaskets, but these do feel like cheap metal because the turbo is cheap. This is an eBay turbo, and in most cases eBay turbos are just Alibaba turbos, which I learned when I was going to purchase this turbo, because for some reason on eBay they're charging $2,000 when a couple years ago they're charging $300. $2,000 compared to $300 is crazy. So I saw the pictures, I reverse engineered it, I refound it. I refound the turbo that is posted up in all these pictures. So I got, and guess where I found it on? Alibaba. So that's where I found this $49.42 or $42.49 Alibaba TB25. And I'm telling you, this is my first time holding a turbo in person. This is a very hefty turbo. But that's because I haven't seen a turbo in person. But this is a fairly big turbo. And it should hook up. You might need to get some type of bracing to hold it on to the manifold. Just for like security, yet again, security reasons. So yeah, for the most part, this year we have 2026 and what's coming up. A turbo kit for the R18A1 and interior mounts. Now, of course, there are some stuff you still need to purchase in this not a full kit. So I have it right here on my iPad, all the stuff I bought so far and I still need to buy. So far, manifold and downpipe, turbo, and oil lines. So what else I need? I'm gonna get Serimoto injectors. Maybe, I found a different spark plug, but I was gonna go with, but I know some people use Civic SI spark plugs, but I'm gonna use a different set that should work. I don't know. Then we're gonna get a wall barrel fuel pump, because yet again, fueling is the main thing with turbo in a car. You're putting in more air, you need more fuel. So get a new fuel pump and injectors. So then I'm going with a Mishimoto intercooler, because yet again, air is flowing. You're taking cold air, or you're taking cold air and you're compressing even more. I'm making it a little colder. Then you're shoving into the engine. So yeah, Mishimoto radiator and thermostat. Now, you don't need that for the turbo kit, but in most cases, you're adding more heat to the car, which means you need to cool down more. And a stock radiator, especially for a Econobox, is not going to do that. And so a Mishimoto radiator and thermostat, and so yeah, and basically that's just to help with the cooling. That's to help with the heating issues, and as well as just keeping the car cool. Then, of course, I'm getting my exhaust done customly by my boy Adam. You know, he's the one that did the exhaust on the car now, which you guys haven't seen. So maybe I'll show a clip at the end of the video, or I might pause this part and then add a clip of the car. And then you need Honda, because yet again, the turbo in the car, you're mixing up the air-fuel ratios, you're changing stuff. You need it tuned to make it run properly, so you can get enough to get the efficiency out the turbo in the car. You need tuned you need a tune. So you need Hondata, and then you need to get it tuned by someone who knows how to tune. I don't know how to tune, so I'm not doing it myself. And then I'm going to get an AEM oil gauge, air fuel ratio gauge, and a boost gauge. These stuff should help monitor the turbo as well as the car and the vital signs that the car is running healthier, if it's leaning out, or if there's too much fuel. Yeah, and then a level 10 torque converter. At this point, with all the stuff I have now, it won't be necessary, and I most likely will be getting it with the stuff I have currently, or stuff I'm going to currently put on the car. That'll be later on, because usually your stock torque converter should be able to handle. I'm pretty sure it should handle up to 250 with a good tune. So that, like, when I say that, as long as it's not like boost is, like, of course with most cars, you know, boost kicks in a little later, you have a little lag. That's when it can be an issue, but with the turbo that I'm running, it should be able to just smoothly climb up boost super soon and smoothly do that. So I could hopefully run 250, but I'm pretty sure safely it could do 200. 220, just like the Crawford Supercharger. That's just being safe. So yeah, the goal is hopefully 220. But yeah, so then Mishimoto oil cooler. Yet again, more heat, need more cooling. And then turbo blanket and downpipe heat wraps. I need that because, of course, I'm still having AC, and a lot of stuff that need to stay cool will be cool, and you don't want to burn wires. So you get heat blanket, turbo blanket, and heat wrap, just to make sure I don't burn any wires that will be essential for the car to run. Because yet again, it's still my daily, and if you comment why care about your daily, because it's a slow daily, I wanted to at least be able to do decently in traffic on the highway, because I drive on the highway a lot. A 2.5 to a 4-bar map sensor. Most people always recommend a 4-bar map sensor just in case you want to upgrade the turbo or anything else in the future. You don't need to upgrade that, and plus you could run it. You could put a 4-bar and run low boost if that's the plan. And then, like I said, you need a tune. So hopefully, I'm gonna get an E-tune. I am hopefully looking at Yosh Tune yet again, because I've seen many other content creators use Yosh Tune, so he has to be credible. And yeah, so that's the stuff I have for the turbo stuff. So to make sure I'm doing it properly, I'm doing a lot of research. I'm doing on older Civics, newer Civics, whatever I have to do, even the K series, just because a lot of those stuff could still apply, and a lot of stuff still balance out somewhere, or you will need that advice at some point, and things you just need to know. So, of course, one person I recommend watching for this whole kit is Bully Kid. He made, a couple years ago, he made a full-on series showing you in detail how to install an eBay turbo kit on your car. Of course, some of the stuff I'm changing out won't be eBay parts, simply because, you know, it's my daily, and I want to put money where I need it to be, just in case, you know, I know that it won't go bad. So yeah, so I recommend going and watch Bully Kid, because he has a great eBay kit install tutorial, a couple episodes. Yeah, it's a good series. And then Jared Mackay, you know, I'm seeing him going through all of his issues with installing the turbo kit, and just stuff that I think you would most likely need to be worried about. Hence why I put radiator and thermostat, because he had an overheating issue. So of course at some point I might have that same issue, so just in case, to be safe, either Mishimoto radiator and thermostat, just to keep the car cool. And then just in car stuff in general, one guy I love watching, that kid RBM. I love his Civic SI. He has a nice white one. You know, I got stickers from him because he's generally a good dude. And I'm pretty sure all these people you could contact if you need help in any sort of resources and where to find things at. So yeah, thank you guys for coming back to Tech. Thank you guys for coming back to Technic SSS. Last time you guys saw us, we were Technic. We had to switch because we wanted our own branding, without having to feel like we might get sued if we go any bigger. So yeah, so now we're SSS. We have new members, so welcome CA Ishan and Steezy E, or I think Ethan changed his name, but you know, I'm going to put up a picture of their Instagram as well as the link to that if you want to go see them, and the links to our TikTok and Instagram. Of course, we still have Gaddis. Thank you, Gaddis, for being a part of this. So yeah, we're back, yo. So yeah, like, let's get ready to post more. We're gonna post. Oh crap, we're gonna post more. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Yeah.